Hello. So let's do this swatching. I got quite a few messages and a couple of comments on the video, on my Freeze Friday video, that you did want me to swatch these. So I did test a couple of them. These are the vintage drops, so they are a matte finish, but it's quite a nice finish. So Amy, if you're watching this, it's not, I mean, it seems to have a little bit, still a little bit of a sheen. I wouldn't say shine, but maybe a little bit of a sheen to it. So I don't know. I think it's going to be quite nice. So I tested chocolate chip and saddlebag. This little thing is going to drive me nuts. I can tell already. So these are going to go. So there we go. Now, it does seem to require a little bit more work to make a nice round top as opposed to a Hershey's Kiss, but I guess I'll get used to it. So this one is called Earl Grey. I would say it's a cool gray, so it's a nice color. I prefer, it depends on what I'm doing, but I often, in scrapbooking, when I'm using blues and whites and things, I prefer quite a bit. I prefer cool grays to warm grays, which to me are more in the neutral, earthy palette. Goes more with browns. Ooh, this Postbox red. Let's see. This Postbox red is a lovely color as well. Not a cherry, not a very bright red. Even I would say, let's see, can you see that closer? I would say there's almost a touch, almost a touch of burgundy in there. What do you think? I don't know if I'm doing that right, but we'll give it a try. So Postbox red. Now let's try Bonnie Blue, which seems to have just a touch, which is a nice, I always put one here first. But yeah, I'm going to have to get used to these. They are not quite as easy to do the nice round shape as the crystal drops. See, this one came out as a really, really, really big Hershey Kiss. Oh, well. This lovely blue, it's a little bit, I would say, there's a little undertone of gray or even purple, just a little bit of a lavendery color into that blue. There, am I doing that right? Oh my God, this could be a disastrous video. Pioneer green. Now that I see this one, I do realize that I have a couple of greens already in my stash that are close to this, but like I think the apple green is actually not all that far, although it is a glossy. And even the dragon scales. The dragon scales is a lot glossier. It's in the Dream Drops. Oh, that had a little bit of an air bubble. But this is a lovely, it's quite a nice green. It's a cross. I would say there's a little bit of lime in it, but a very, very, very muted lime. So I think the other thing with these heritage drops is they are all a matte finish. You're quite right, Amy, to say they are a matte finish. But there is a tiniest bit of a sheen to them. But they are also, I guess, because of the name, heritage, they are, I just made a little air bubble fluff there. So this one is Bohemian Teal. And I would say they are in their colors. So this is a teal, but all of these colors are maybe a little bit more muted. So a little warmer. They are warmer tones than perhaps they would be if they were either a crystal or a Dream Drop, which is a very, Dream Drop is, the name says it perfectly. They are quite shimmery, without being glittery. This one is called Dusty Rose. Oh, I quite like that. Yeah, this is perfect for heritage photos, and that beautiful heritage pink. Again, a little bit of a gray undertone. And there you go. So I went on to the Tonic website and printed off the vintage drops, and lo and behold, they have a number 9 already now, which is, this one is called, I think it's vanilla something. Vanilla Milkshake. So I'll put it down here, and then I'll have to, I should have done that before. I should have maybe made myself a little box or a square. And then Amy in our little group yesterday showed us in the Tonic Studio kit, the kit that's coming out, there's some little new exclusive colors, and there's heritage, I think, coral in there, which looks beautiful. So I hope they're going to put it in their regular collection for sure. So this is a nice, now it's quite similar to the almond in the crystal drops, I think, but it is a lovely, almost a little bit of a peachy undertone. You know what, now that I've swatched these all, I really do love them. Amy, if you're watching, I think although they are a matte finish, that little sheen to them makes them very, very, very pretty and very usable. So let me do this slowly. Oh, am I doing this right? I hope so. I hope you're seeing this. Anyway, what I will do is, while I just finish and talk to you a little bit more, I'll leave it right here in the middle in case you would like to pause and maybe screenshot it, because I just compare it for a second to the stone drops, because I have the stone drops as well, which are a matte finish, but are a very gritty finish. As the name implies, stone drops, they have a little bit of grit in them, and they're quite nice too. But I feel that the vintage drops are going to be a lot more usable. I'm happy I got the stone drops, need the stone drops. I think they will be great with maybe some mixed media backgrounds and maybe used for more or other things than just dots. I think I might actually even try and use them a little bit as a kind of texture paste. But as drops per se of these two, I think I do prefer the vintage drops. So if you can only get one of the two collections and you want to use them as drops on your pages, I might actually go for the vintage. I think they will be fantastic for some heritage scrapping. Also for more autumnal scrapping, maybe with the saddlebag. This post box red is it's a very maple leaf kind of red. The green is a little bit more muted. As I said, these are all a little bit more earthy, if that's a good way of explaining it. So there, if you would like to see anything more closely, if you would like to see all of my Nuvo swatches, please just leave me a comment below. If you have a question about anything very specific on any of these colors, let me know, and I will be back soon trying to use them on a page. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.